I was the undersized youth in school. I was a little kid, so I got picked on by bullies. And I didn't feel like I had a lot of worth and a lot of value until later on in life when I started to find things that I could do and things that I could offer and ways that I can help other people. And really what turned things around for me was when I became a disco dance instructor back in the day.
Really?
I know.
Welcome to Inspired Choice today. I'm your host, Caroline Biesalski, here to bring you authentic stories, surprising lessons, and powerful takeaways to fuel your journey in business and life. In each episode, I'll take you from one inspiring guest to the next, blending their experiences with my expertise to uncover practical strategies you can use right away. Whether you're starting out or stepping up, stay tuned for insights and actionable tips that make a difference. And stick around until the end for a special freebie just for our listeners. Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline and my today's guest is John Verrico, and I'm so happy that he said yes to our interview. How are you doing today?
I'm doing terrific, Caroline, and that's because you invited me on your show.
Oh, yes, I had to, because, and I want to introduce you first before I say why I invited you. Okay, you have worn many hats, from comedian and Navy Master Chief to professional speaker and co-host of the Positive Talk radio podcast. With 42 years in public affairs, including 25 years in the Navy, you combine expertise in communication and leadership with a passion for resilience and motivation. You are a former president of the National Association of Government Communicators. You hold advanced degrees in leadership and communication, and you are the founder of Share Your Fire, LLC. Welcome to the Inspired Podcast, John Verrico.
That is a mouthful. Thank you.
This is you, and thank you so much. And we can, of course, start with our project. We had the Art of Connection book, and this is how I met you. I know there were weekly meetings, but I skipped them, and your name stood out on the cover, by the way, and the book is available on 6th of February. So tell us about your journey and how you found this book project.
You know, it's amazing. Sometimes things just happen in the right direction. Several years ago, the publisher of the book and the guy behind the whole book series concept, Robert Jones, reached out to me, and he called me out of the clear blue. And it was obviously one of those 15-minute discovery call kind of things. And we're trying to figure out, well, what is this all about? Well, we hit it off immediately and just started chatting. And it was supposed to be a 15-minute call. And about 45 minutes into it, I said, by the way, Robert, I'm loving our discussion, but why did you call me? And he said, oh, I almost forgot. There's this book series that we're doing, and it's called The Art of Connection, 365 Days of Inspirational Quotes. And I wanted to know if you would want to be part of it. And so I contributed as a contributing author to that project. I thought, what a wonderful effort to have, a group of people from all walks of life, from all around the world, contributing their vision of inspiration. Well, the following year, they did a book, 365 Days of Transformational Quotes. And then in 2024, they did 365 Days of Gratitude Quotes. And it just got better and better. And so when 2025 was coming up, and he said, well, the book is going to be The Art of Connection, 365 Days of Abundance Quotes. And I said, wow, what an amazing viewpoint to have, to help people to realize and to find their abundance in their life. So, of course, I had to say yes. And then I said, hey, I know other people that could be great contributing authors to this. And so I started on a journey to find some of the best voices I could across a wide range of topical areas for their view and their perspective on abundance. And I wound up bringing so many authors into the book that I've been honored with being listed as the co-author on the cover.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And now I see clearly that means you were a part of this project from the beginning.
And it's one of the things that gives me absolutely the greatest joy is to know that I'm contributing to something that hopefully will inspire someone, will help someone. They'll pick up this book, 365 Days of Quotes, and every day they'll pick it up and they'll read a quote. And when they get to one of the ones that I had submitted, maybe my little story will help them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe look at things differently. Maybe feel that gratitude that they didn't realize they had. Maybe realize that that they do have an abundant life. And those things and maybe they can pass that on to other people as well. So knowing that I could have potentially a positive impact, it was just obvious to me that I needed to be involved in this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm a part of it too. My date is August the 4th, by the way. I love it. Because we got to choose the dates, and this was also a journey. Yeah.
Well, interestingly, I chose my wife's birthday, which is February 4th, and I chose my birthday, which is November 20th. And I was talking to my wife and told her about what I wanted to say about her. She's got this fabulous mindset of abundance. And she says, I don't have to do things. I get to do them. I don't have to do the laundry. I get to do the laundry because not everybody else has got the privilege to have enough clothes or to have a washing machine. And so she finds an abundant lifestyle. She finds that in every task there's a positivity in it, right? So nothing is a chore. And so because of that attitude, and I said, I really want to talk about that on this page. And I said, you know what? You could probably write it better than I can. And so now my wife is actually in the book as well, and she's on February 4th on her birthday.
I love that. Thank you for sharing the dates. My son's birthday is November 20th, and yeah, I will take a look, of course. Yes, there's the connection as well. And what you shared about doing the laundry, I would say, as a non-native speaker, English speaker, I would say the gift lies in the language. You get to choose, you get to do the laundry, you get to write a chapter or contribute a chapter. You get to do a podcast interview with Caroline. Thank you so much for choosing the Inspired Choice podcast today. And I know you have a podcast as well. And I prepared questions. So you get to answer some questions, some more. And how has your diverse career journey influenced your approach to leadership and communication?
Caroline, the more you do, the more you experience in life, the more you appreciate what other people go through. And so, having been a janitor, having been a short order cook, having sold men's clothing, been a security guard, all the various things that I had done in my earlier years, working as an electronics engineer. I did a lot of different things. I kept changing my career field, but it gave me a great appreciation for everyone else and the talents that they bring to the table. And so no one is beneath us. I think it's very, very important. We need to treat everyone, for the value that they bring, and everyone brings a value. I don't care if you're a garbage collector or a CEO. That you need to be treated the same way with the same level of respect. And it's just something that has evolved in me over the years. I was the undersized youth in school. I was a little kid. So I got picked on by bullies, and I didn't feel like I had a lot of worth and a lot of value until later on in life, when I started to find things that I could do and things that I could offer and ways that I can help other people. And really what turned things around for me was when I became a disco dance instructor back in the day.
Really.
I know. Could you imagine?
I have John Travolta in mind, and your name is also John. So is there a
You can call me the original John Revolting.
wow, I love it.
No, I had watched, because I was, the little guy and I wasn't getting any dates or anything. I watched all these people getting out there on the dance floor, and they were getting all the dates because they'd learned how to dance. And I said, darn it, I'm going to learn how to dance too. And so I taught myself to dance. I used to watch those shows on TV, American Bandstand and Soul Train and all of those things. And I watched the really good moves. And I said, I got to learn these. And so I taught myself some stuff. And then I advanced on those and I created new moves. And so then I used to hang around with a really good looking guy who used to attract all the girls. And so, of course, the girls have a friend, and the friend is waiting for her turn to dance with the good looking guy. So while she's waiting, I'm like, hey, I'm available. You want to dance with me for now? And so she's like, okay. And then I would get out there and I would dance and I would do, some of these moves, and people were going, hey, that's pretty cool. Would you teach me that? And so that's what I started doing. I started teaching other people how to dance and to do these moves, and taught people to do stuff to get into, and actually got into competitions. And I realized, hey, I have something to offer. And it wasn't me that was getting the special attention. I was helping them get the attention that they so much deserved and craved. And so that just evolved throughout my whole career. No matter what I did, in every type of job I was in, my focus was on helping other people to shine.
I love it. I would introduce the word to elevate. You help them to elevate their lives, the attention, or yeah. So
Thank you.
great.
I try that. I mean, that's really my whole focus has been to, having been bullied by, by the bigger kids in school. And when I got into the workforce and I saw that there were bully bosses, I said, no, people need to be able to show off their talents. They need to be able to get recognized for what they bring to the table. They need to be able to survive, not only survive, but to thrive, no matter how bad the work environment or the boss is, but to give them the opportunity. And so my whole focus has been showing people how to find that motivation within themselves, and to share that passion with the people around them.
Wow, I think I understand it. I never thought of it that way. So you create a sort of balance from the bully life, or I don't know how. It's not funny, I know, because I witnessed it myself, of course. And to find a passion that fuels you and that creates this balance, you can turn to and focus instead. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the purpose is that I help people to find, what is the passion? What is your why? Why are you here? And what makes you decide whether or not to put forth effort? And then get that warmth inside of you, right? And get that fire burning. And then when we realize we've got that fire burning within ourselves, we learn how to share that fire with other people.
I see it.
There's my cheesy
Clearly.
dad magic.
Wow, that's so true. Thank you so much for enlighten us today and inspire us, of course. Yes, and I see it. I see your gifts and talents. That would be a question of my first 340 episodes. So we see it. I don't have to ask you. You found the need of the people to learn how to dance, how to attract beautiful women or men. Depends, of course. And another question for
Well,
you.
here's the thing. People
Yes.
don't have to be beautiful in the classic sense, because everyone is beautiful. You just have to find that beauty within themselves. And most of the time, if people do not appear maybe outwardly beautiful, they are still absolutely beautiful and unique and wonderful in and of themselves. And we just need to learn to appreciate everybody for what they have and who they are.
Absolutely. This is what we what we see right now, and I came across this quote one day by David White, by the way, and it says, "Beauty is harvest of the present." So the present moment is very important. And this is why I created this podcast also to prove that we can connect within 15, 20 minutes and inspire the world and create peace and light.
Absolutely. And nowadays is a time when we need to find that light.
We
And
have to
here's the
find.
important piece of all of this, Caroline. Like I said, we each have that torch, that fire that inside of us, right? And so many times I see people who think they need to douse somebody else's fire so that they can shine. But I'll tell you, you don't have to put out my candle to make yours shine brighter. Because when we take both of our candles and keep them lit, oh, guess what? That's that much more light. And the more people whose candles are allowed to burn, who's allowed to show off their light and their torches, it chases away all the darkness.
Yes. No more darkness.
We can
Yes.
illuminate the world for each other.
Yes, let's do this. This is also my mission, of course. And we did this together in the Art of Connection book. I have so many questions. So, of course, can you share the most impactful lesson you've learned from your time in the Navy and public affairs?
Well, all of it goes back to understanding that we each have a story, and we each bring something to the table. And in order for people to be able to shine, to do their best, there's a few things that we all need. We all need to feel like we're trusted. We all need to feel like we're given the same opportunities everyone else has. And also just given the opportunity to try things if we want to try them. Given the opportunity even to fail, to give them that shot. Another thing we need is respect. We need to be respected as an individual. We need to be respected for the skills that we bring. We need to be respected for the eagerness to learn. And not only feeling that respect, we need to give that respect to others as well. Everybody has dignity. And so also, another element is that we need to communicate with each other openly, honestly, completely as possible, because it's when we hide things, when we keep secrets, when we're not communicating, or when we hold things in our own selves, we're causing more damage and more rifts. And 90% of the problems in the world are because of miscommunication or non-communication. We don't tell people how we feel. We don't tell people what's going on and what we're feeling. And then the last piece of all of this is humanity. And we have to remember that each and every one of us is a human being with a life. Whether it's in the workplace, outside the workplace, at home, we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. And so we need to have some compassion and understanding. We don't know whose mom is sick or who just lost a child or maybe that they've lost a pet. You don't know. And so just treat everybody with kindness and compassion. So those elements, trust, opportunity, respect, communication, and humanity, it's the acronym for TORCH, which is that fire that I inspire people, try to drive people to share. And so those are the lessons that I learned, is those are the things that we need in order to feel good about ourselves and to make others around us feel good as well.
Wow, I love the word torch, by the way. I did not use it for a long time, if ever, but I remember one thing. It is the Statue of Liberty. She has a torch.
And she's bringing the light.
Yes, to all the world. Thank
That's
you so much.
exactly it.
It is. I pay close attention to words because it's not my mother language, so I have to learn and to pay attention to hear, to really listen, to get this message people want to transmit, of course, to me.
Well, you absolutely, I have to tell you, I am so amazed and inspired by you that you're doing this in English and that you've worked so hard to master this just so that you can communicate to a broader audience.
Thank you so much. I share one lesson from me. It's all about being courageous, because the let's say the ability or the gift, the skill was always in me. I mean, not always, but this purpose. And when I learned English at the age of 13, I always wanted to do interviews with, let's say, American people, because I'm attracted to your country. Yes.
And where is your home?
I'm in Germany.
Okay.
Yes, I'm in Germany, but I come back to the US, and yeah, we have this event also, the event coming up for the book, and we are back.
You're
to the
coming.
book. Yes, I said yes, and I work on my courage. I work on this is the only thing. It's like being courageous and doing the first step, saying yes.
I am so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so looking forward to meeting you on doing this event. And for the rest of the world, we might as well tell them the event includes a visit to the Library of Congress, the United States Library of Congress, because this book is going to be entered into the Library of Congress, and every one of the authors in this book are going to be recognized. Yes.
I have it already, the Art of Connection. This is the cover. Thank you so much for our interview. Please tell us, because I have one question left, I think. Where can we find you when people want to reach out to you after listening to this episode?
Well, my website is johnverrico.com. It's spelled just like my name. The easiest way to read, and of course, I'm on LinkedIn is probably the best place to find me. I'm also on Facebook under John Verrico Speaks, and I'm on Instagram, so people can follow me and find me and connect with me there. I'm always open to connections. I love meeting new people. I love learning about new people, and I'll be starting a new podcast of my own here in the coming months, and details will be available when that starts to happen.
Oh, I love to hear more about that. Maybe we can have another interview and you tell us more, of course. Thank you so much.
And I'll have you on my show.
Goodness, I would be honored and thrilled. And I thank you very much for our interview today with gratitude. Now it's time for your final thoughts to the audience, please.
I will say, reach out to your fellows. We're going through some dark times. A lot of things that we had thought were put in the past are starting to come up again. We're finding ourselves sometimes overwhelmed by hate and division and fear. And I say, be courageous, be brave, and most importantly, be compassionate.
Be compassionate. Let's do this. Thank you so much. I'm blessed.
Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate your asking me to be on your show, and this has been delightful. Thank you.
Likewise, and I see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Inspired Choice today. I'm thrilled to have you on this journey of growth and transformation. Don't forget to hit follow or subscribe to stay connected and never miss an episode. And here's something special. Grab your free 20-minute breakthrough session with me. It's designed to help you kickstart or level up your business. Just check out the show notes for more. Until next time, keep making those inspired choices, and I'll see you in the next episode.